Hello friends, so welcome back to your own channel, that is we are in TechnoWord. So in this video lecture I will tell you about the components of computer network. So what do you mean by computer network over here, right? Because computer network means the components comprises of both the physical parts as well as the software which is required for installing the computer network, both at organization and at home. Even though, like you could say, if you would check the basic definition of computer network, then what exactly it is, just think about it. Computer network. So what kind of image like you are just having in your like brain? So computer network, you could say like it's a collection of more than two computers. It's a collection of more than two computers, like for sharing the data, for sharing the like information, and for sharing the resources, right? That means if we are saying that more than two computers we could connect within the computer network, that means millions of computers we could connect. So the basic definition of computer network says that it is the collection of millions of computers, right? So now you just think about the components of computer network, right? Like what could be the main components of computer network with the help of which we could fulfill this definition, right? आपको ये सोचना है कि जो हमने अभी डेफिनेशन कही है, राइट, जो हमने अभी डेफिनेशन कही है कि ये कलेक्शन है मिलियंस ऑफ कंप्यूटर्स का या मोर देन टू कंप्यूटर्स का, क्यों? For that purpose, like we could share the information in various modes, just like if you wants to transmit the data in a form of text, so it could be done. If you wants to send one like phone number in a form of number, like you wants this kind of data to your friend, so it could be transferred. So how we could do it? With the help of computer network. Then the third kind of data which we could share is the images. For example, you have to fill one form, right? So to fill that form, you need one passport size photograph. So what you could do? You could take the data, you could take that photograph like by scanning your like the original photograph which is at your permanent home, right? Which you could say like which is like exactly is at your permanent address, right? And by calling your like by calling to your parents, what you could do? You could like obviously that photograph could be transferred to your WhatsApp, right? And you could fill that form, right? So in that case you could say yes, image is one kind of data which we could share, right? You are just sharing this data with the help of computer network, right? आप इसको सोच पा रहे हैं या नहीं? बिकॉज लाइक जब हम यहाँ पर कह रहे हैं कि कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क का अल्टीमेट मोटिव क्या है, to connect various computers. But why? To send the message, right? आप क्या करना चाहते हो? आप अपने डेटा को सेंड करना चाहते हो, और ये डेटा किसी भी फॉर्म में हो सकता है. इट कुड बी वन वीडियो, right? Maybe like one video lecture I would like to send you people, right? So how I could do that? With the help of computer network only, right? तो अब आप यहाँ पर समझिए कि अब हमारे मेन components of computer network क्या होंगे. The first of all, the first thing which we would have, the main component is message. This message is exactly the data, right? ये message यहाँ पर क्या है? Data, right? कि which kind of message you want to send. Then the another thing which we need is like who would send this message? ये message send कौन करेगा? So the sender we just need, right? Then we are like we just need receiver, right? So sender and receiver, these are what? These are the devices with the help of which we are just sending the data, and with the help of this device means receiver, we are just receiving the data with the help of any application software, right? So ये three main components हमारे पास है. After that we need the transmission media. Transmission media का मतलब है like various networking devices, even though we just need, right? I have not mentioned over here, but yes, networking devices we just need, just like hub we need, repeater, switches, router, gateways, right? These kind of networking devices we just need. Without these networking devices, obviously our computer network couldn't form, right? So one more component you could add over here, that is what networking devices. Then after that we are having transmission media. In case of transmission media, you could the cables, right? Just like coaxial cables, twisted pair cable, right? So different kinds of wires and cables and the connectors, just like RJ45, right? So these comes under the category that is transmission media, right? And after that, we need the other component, that is protocols, just like the OSI layer protocols, or you could say the TCP IP protocols, right? Now we could understand it with the help of, like, these are the name of some of the main components: message, sender, receiver, protocol, transmission media. Even though you could add NIC, network interface card, then in the another point you could add the networking devices, right? These are the main components. After that, like, the first component was message. So message, as I have already told you, that message means the data which you wants to transmit over a network, right? So with the help of that, what you could do, like, obviously, if we are having the, like, complete connection of computer network, then I could send that data, right? And this data could be in any form. It could be audio, it could be image, it could be video, right? So message means the email as well, or message could be on WhatsApp, we could send it, even though we could use like several other platforms as well, right? If you are using, if you are writing, if you are composing like one mail, right, then that email would be known as message at that time, right? So even though if you are sending one kind of, like, images, or you could say the emojis, if you are sending, so these are what, these all are the categories of message, right? Then the next component which we are having in case of computer network, that is sender, right? So sender is what, this is also one kind of device. We are just talking about the, like, in case of computer network, we need different kinds of devices so that we could transmit our data. The ultimate aim of this computer network is to transmit the data. So sender is what? Sender is one another component, right? Because if you would not have the device with the help of which, like, then obviously how you could send the data to the another person, right? So we need one kind of device. It could be mobile phone, it could be computer. With the help of that, we could transmit the data with the help of that network. And it can be, obviously it could be the smartwatch as well. With the help of that, like, we are just transmitting our data by making a call, by sending a message, the text message you could send, right, by recording the voice on our mobile phone. Like, I could send it with the help of the, like, different devices, right? Now the next component which we are having is receiver. So receiver is also one kind of device, right? It's not a human being. Okay, आपको यहाँ पर ध्यान रखना है, receiver कोई human being नहीं है. Receiver is a device over here. Okay, and this receiver is a device which is expecting the data from another device. Means, like, the sender has sent some data onto the network. Now, like, we need some kind of devices who would receive this data. So it could be again the mobile phone, it could be the, like, computer, it could be the smartwatch, right? Various mode of receiving devices we could have, so that we could decode that data and we could, display that data, with the help of which, like, obviously our, the motto of computer network could be formed, right? So this is all about receiver. Then the next component which we are having is NIC, network interface card. So network interface card kya hai? This is one kind of network adapter which you need onto your laptop, onto your, like, with the help of which, like, you could connect with the internet, right? अगर आपको internet facility चाहिए, that means you must have NIC, network interface card, right? So, like, we are having, like, this network interface card in a form of circuit board that is installed onto the computer to connect to the network, and it works as an indispensable component for the network connection of computers. That means अगर आपके पास network interface card है, तो आप किसी भी टाइप के कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क से कनेक्ट हो सकते हैं, राइट. एंड NIC हमारे पास दो टाइप का है, दैट इज कंप्यूटर NIC कार्ड एंड द अनदर वन इज सर्वर नेटवर्क कार्ड. सो कंप्यूटर NIC कार्ड में क्या है, आपका जो मेन पॉइंट है वो है स्पीड का. So today, like most new computers have the NIC built into the motherboard, but the with the capacity that is 10 or you could say 100 Mbps, right? But in case of server का मतलब है high configuration, right? अब ये सिर्फ PC तक limited नहीं है, server का मतलब है like we are having high configuration in case of this type of computer. So that means the main function of server network card is to manage and handle the main network traffic with high transmission speed. That means the capacity must be high, right? So in case of that, we are having the capacity that is 10G, 25G, 40G, etc. So network interface card हमें ज़रूर चाहिए so that हम इंटरनेट को यहाँ पर यूज़ कर पाएँ, हम कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क से कनेक्ट हो पाएँ. After that, we are having transmission media. So transmission media is a route that transmit the information from a source to a receiver. So how it could be done? With the help of wiring, with the help of cabling, and even though with the help of signal, right? Just like with the help of radio. With the help of radio, we are just receiving the data now from multiple stations, from multiple workstations, right? So with the help of waves, with the help of signal, we are just getting all the information, right? So these kind of components, these kind of examples comes under the category that is transmission media. After that, we are having the next component that is protocols. Protocols means the rules, right? इसको आप इस तरीके से समझिए कि जब हम मिलियंस ऑफ कंप्यूटर को कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं एक कंप्यूटर से, लाइक हमारा जो कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क है वो किस तरह का है, वाइड एरिया नेटवर्क. दैट मीन्स अराउंड 40 मिलियंस ऑफ कंप्यूटर्स आर कनेक्टेड विद ईच अदर, राइट. अब आप ये सोच के चलिए कि लाइक आप यहाँ पर बात कर रहे हैं ट्रैफिक की, राइट, जनरल ट्रैफिक जो कि अभी रोड पे है. तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल लाइक अगर हमारे पास ट्रैफिक के कोई रूल्स ना हो, राइट, इफ वी वुड लाइक नॉट हैव एनी काइंड ऑफ रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन for traffic, right, then obviously like each and every kind of vehicle could be on road, right, and in case of that obviously the safety measures would not be followed. It means number of accidents could be happen onto the road, राइट. बहुत सारे एक्सीडेंट यहाँ पर होने की चांस है बिकॉज कोई सेट ऑफ रूल यहाँ पर फॉलो नहीं हुआ है ना ट्रैफिक के लिए, दैट इज वाई. तो दैट मीन्स अगर आप यहाँ पर बात कर रहे हैं कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क की, राइट, तो कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क में इफ यू आर सेइंग दैट यू आर कनेक्टिंग मिलियंस ऑफ कंप्यूटर्स, हमारा नेटवर्क छोटा नहीं है, राइट, हमारा नेटवर्क कोई पैन नहीं है, पर्सनल एरिया नेटवर्क नहीं है कि हम अगर सेट ऑफ रूल ना लगाएं तो हमारा काम चल जाए, राइट. अभी हम यहाँ पर बात कर रहे हैं बहुत बड़े नेटवर्क की. That means in case of this kind of network, in case of wide area network, millions of computers are connected with each other to transmitting the data, right? That means we need some set of rules in the background of it, right? So that is why OSI reference model has introduced some kind of layers into it, right? So one theoretical model has been given by the OSI and the TCP/IP protocol is fulfilling these kind of rules and regulation, okay, within this computer network. TCP/IP in actual is working, is implementing all the rules and regulation in the background of computer network so that the smooth conduction of data sharing could be done, right. So यहाँ पर components का मतलब है कि लाइक कौन से ऐसे मेन components है जो कि हमें एक अच्छा कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क बिल्ड करने में हेल्प करें, राइट, और जो कि बेसिक नेसेसिटी हैं हमारे कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क की, राइट. सो दीज काइंड ऑफ कंपोनेंट्स आई हैव टेकन इन दिस वीडियो. इफ यू लाइक द वीडियो तो प्लीज obviously do comment in the below comment box and as well as subscribe the channel for more videos. So thank you so much.